Hello everyone. Um, Welcome to Jaboticus's commentaries and or class guides, whatever you want to call it. Today I'm going to be doing a guide for Defender class. The way to get Defender is you have to have purchased membership in MechQuest, Dragon Fable, and or the original Adventure Quest. Now how to get it, you have to join Tower. Doesn't have to be a private room, doesn't really matter at all. You guys know that. Alright, you're gonna come over here. Right, and it's in any of these, doesn't matter which one. And boom, right there, 5,000 gold, Defender class. Now, I'm only doing Defender because I haven't really seen any guides for it. I saw a couple, but I had to scroll down when I searched just Defender class guide quite a bit before I even saw one. But this is how to get it. This is what it can do. This is some recommended enhances, and I hope I help some people out. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so for enhancements, I recommend either full luck or maybe luck on everything but your class, and put like a fighter on your class, because this class it's endurance based, but it can also dish out quite a bit of damage, which is good for like 1 versus 1 PvP, which would be why you would want the luck. Let's take a look at the stats. It's got your basic fighter build over here with the stats, strength, endurance, and dex. It's got decently high crit rate. It's actually got, the normal warrior stats. So, yeah, as you can see, I've got luck on. Blah, blah, blah. You gotta look at your passives. Crit strike chance increased by 10%. That's gonna boost this up to around the Berserker's normal 31% crit chance, which is really good. And endurance increased by 15%. Like I said, it's endurance based, so that'll boost up your health a little bit. Of course, I'm not big on just having 300 more health than anybody else. It's not a very effective way of fighting, so I'm going with the luck enhancement. But some people do it other ways, that's fine. Your first move is Commanding Strike. It costs 10 mana and has a 3-second cooldown. It's a physical move that deals moderate damage and forces the target to turn its attention to you for 6 seconds. So it would be good for, like, if you were in Brawl and someone is attacking a weakened teammate and you want to take their focus on you, just hit them with this. Say something like a Soul Cleaver's on your team or something. See, it's pretty good. Soul Cleaver's on your team. He's about to die, but if no one attacks him for a second, he can dish out some nice damage. Or a Berserker, it would be a nice, nifty little thing to use. See it again, about a 159 hit. Yeah. So about 150 is the use for that. Gotta love them crits with it though. And that's your first strike. The second is Crushing Sweep. Costs 20 mana, has a 4-second cooldown. This is also a physical move. It strikes up to 2 targets in melee range, dealing light damage, and also applies Crush, reducing the target's outgoing damage by 15% and increasing incoming damage by 10%. So it's like a buff and a debuff for the enemy. It's like you do more damage, they do less damage. You know how it happens. So let's test it out. I'm gonna go with the strike. Okay, again, right around 150, maybe 160. Crits for 500. But that crushed is where you're actually going to get your damage from, because that's going to boost up your normal hits. Now this third move, I'm actually going to be doing a PvP, but it won't be an actual fight. It's just going to be to demonstrate the difference between damage on a monster and the difference between damage on a player. It's called Retaliation. Costs 25 mana, has a 5-second cooldown, is also a physical attack. They're all physical pretty much. If the target is a monster, deals damage based on the amount of damage that monster has done in the current fight. Deals moderate damage to players. So say I hit him right now. He hasn't done any damage. It's going to be pretty low. So he hit crit 300. But if I sit here and let him hit me for a while, that would take a really long time. Basically, it's kind of like Defender. Or, obviously. It's kind of like Berserker. It'll do more damage the more damage they've done to you. But you do not have to have low health. See, there's 900 off of just that. You don't have to have low health for it to do a lot. It's just solely based on the damage they've done in the fight. The final skill is called Defender's Oath. It's the only magical skill this class has. It costs 30 mana and has a 30-second cooldown. It heals a friendly target for a small amount and also applies Safeguard, absorbing all incoming damage up to an amount based on attack power. So kind of like a Protoss Artorium's Event Horizon, except for this has a heal. So let him hit you once, if he can. Alright, they hit about 29. So let's see what they hit with Safeguard on. And I owned him before he could. Okay, well that was ineffective. Let's try again. See, it's got a lot of power in its auto attack. That's what I really like about it quite a bit. This cooldown's taking a while. 30 seconds, man. It's a pretty good class. And when it's all together, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So he crits 138. What he hits with the Safeguard on, he's not hitting me at all. I'm guessing it totally negated his damage, which is pretty good. So it's based on attack power, so the higher this is, the less damage they're going to do. I think what it means is if they hit below 400, it's not going to do damage to you. But I could be wrong. I haven't done many tests with it. I just kind of know how to use it because I've had it for years. So now you know the skills, the breakdown, the enhancement I have, and you know the passive. So let's test it out in PvP so I can show you the damage it does. Okay, here we go. So Ophian here has been kind enough to volunteer to be my little punching bag. So, you know, the usual. He's just gonna kind of stand there. Whoops. Space right there. He's just gonna stand there while I show you guys the damage. Boom. He is being shaman. So this class, sorry, I'm in high quality, so it's taking me a while to spawn. Okay, so this is the only really skill that is different in player versus player. It just hits decently pretty high compared to what it hit on that Destret. So I'm going to come over here. First I'm just going to show it to you normal. Just going to use it once and then back away. Then we're going to crush him and try it again. And we missed. Back away. Okay, ready to try again. And we missed again. That makes me sad. Okay, one more time. There we go. It is a 1.6k crit. And that's with a stable weapon. By the way, that's why I changed out of my older outfit. So I could show you guys a more stable weapon of what it actually is going to hit. A nice 1k crit in 1v1 PvP, which makes it pretty popular amongst some of the older fighters in PvP because it's an old favorite. Who is this? I'm in the middle of a video. So that's the class in a nutshell, man. I hope you guys liked it. I hope I helped you out. I hope you guys like the class. If you don't have the class, I recommend it. I mean, you're not even paying for the class, and you get it and whichever Guardian, Star-Lord, Dragon-Lord, whichever you paid for. You're not even paying for the classes. You're paying for the upgrade in that game. So, dude, yeah, totally worth it. Yeah, I recommend it. What I would use it for is probably just fooling around in PvP. It's pretty good in Blood Rut because Crush can hit up to 2 targets, and you can apply that safeguard shield to anyone. It's okay in boss battles, but I would recommend having a healer because your heal isn't very huge and it cools down pretty slow. So I would recommend having a healer, maybe a bard in there if you're fighting bosses with it. Not really farming. Crush does hit 2 people or 2 monsters at a time, but it's not a farming class. It's not built for that. It's just the way it's made. But I hope you guys liked it. If you liked the video, please comment, man. Tell me what you guys want to see me do next. All right. All right. Have a good one.